Hi guys, good morning and proceed tayo sa bago nating discussion. Topic natin is about noise and noise analysis. Third part o third discussion natin about sa topic natin, sa course natin na Principles of Communication. Last time, nagkaroon tayo ng introduction, okay about sa telco, telecommunication, at nabanggit natin doon yung noise. Kung saan yung noise, in ideal case o in ideal scenario, hindi siya talaga nag-exist. Kaya lang, wala naman tayo sa ideal world at ang noise talaga ay nandiyan dyan. At ang main objective natin as isa sa mga objective natin as an electronics engineer is ma-eliminate or ma-lessen yung impact ng noise. And of course, yung noise, iba-iba yung possible na manifestation yan. Kaya yun yung isa sa mga i-discuss natin. Kaya dito sa part na to, sa noise na to, discuss natin yung characteristic niya. Okay? Then, not just characteristic, pati na rin yung mga type ng noise. Once na familiar ka na kung ano yung noise na yon, of course, malalaman mo rin kung paano siya ma-eliminate or malilesen. Okay? Then, next part is yung noise analysis, which is more on computation ito. Kaya sa part na to is conceptual tayo and then merong computation. Okay? Yung second na chapter natin, diniscuss natin is about yung decibel, yung unit, which is itong decibel na to ay magagamit natin para dun sa as unit niya dahil ma-apply pa rin natin yung concept ng decibel dito sa noise. Okay? And first, noise in common term, okay, when we say noise, okay, any unwanted sound. Meron natin, pag sinabing noise ay ingay. Okay. Ingay yan, ingay, maingay. Ingay yan. Ingay, napakaingay. Kaya any unwanted sound yung common definition niya. Okay? Pero as an electronics, ang electrical noise is any undesirable electrical energy. The term na electrical meaning merong electrical. And since na electronics tayo, part natin yung electrical at may electrical energy tayo that falls within the passband of the signal. When we say passband, okay, dito papasok yung frequency. And diniscuss naman natin yung frequency. And para magkapag-establish tayo ng electronics communication, kailangan natin ng frequency. Okay? Signal. It consists of undesired, na undesirable na, usually random variation that interfere with the desired signal and inhibit communication. Okay? Kapag interfere yan, biglang lumalabas. At least kung paunti-unti lang, medyo acceptable. Ang mahirap, lagi nang nandun. Okay? Ang worst case na epekto ng noise is inhibit communication. Yung sabi inhibit, totally, wala nang communication na mangyayari. Okay? Balik lang tayo dito sa term natin na undesirable electrical energy. Okay? Kasi na, di ba, sa definition natin kanina is noise, any unwanted sound. At ito nga ay ingay. Pero dito, sa electrical noise, pwedeng sa iba okay siya, pero doon sa system hindi. Okay? Halimbawa, nakikinig ka ng love song. Okay, nakikinig ka ng love song. Okay, love song talaga mo. Pero nagkaroon ng background ng Metallica, di ba? Ano yung paano yung Metallica song? Okay. Ibig sabihin, yung metal song na yun is unwanted sa'yo kasi love song ang gusto mong pakinggan. Okay? Pero sa iba naman, yung mga Metallica song, yung mga hard na to, gustong-gusto nila yan. Okay? Pero pag pinagsabay mo, okay, yung gusto mo na love song, sa mga taga-Metallica, okay, ito naman yung undesirable sa kanila. Kaya yun yung ibig sabihin ng unwanted o undesirable electrical energy which is nagiging yung noise. Okay. sa electronics, halimbawa, ah, meron ditong cell site. Okay. Cell site ito ng globe. Tapos, meron tayong microwave link dyan. Sabihin na natin na, okay, wala. Ito ay nasa Malolos at ito naman ay nasa Balagtas. Okay, may link yan. Existing yan. Okay, sabihin, continuous yan na go work. Okay, pero, at some time, nagkaroon dito ng another link. Okay, sabihin na natin na ito ay kay Smart. Okay, yung in-establish nilang link na yon, desirable sa kanila. Pero, possible na maging noise yung signal ng Smart dito kay Globe. Pero ulit, again sa kanila, desirable siya. Pero ang Globe, undesirable. Paano siya naging undesirable? Yan ay kung nag-pulse within the passband or pareha sila ng frequency ginamit o malapit. Halimbawa, gumamit ito ng 900 kHz na frequency at ito naman ay gumamit ng 899 kHz na frequency. Yung link na to sa ayan. Therefore, kung pareha sila ng passband o pareha sila ng range o magkalapit sila ng frequency, therefore magkakaroon ng mag-interfere siya o magkakaroon ng interference. And once na magkaroon ng interference, worst case scenario, inhibit communication. At ganun nga talaga yung nangyayari. Okay? Sa telco world. Okay? Totally yan, nawawala yung communication na yan. Then, by observation, makikita naman yan. Pero, actually, initially muna, may testing yan. Ibig sabihin, bago tuluyang i-establish ni Smart yan, kasi nauna na si Globe, makikita nila na merong hindi magandang quality ng signal. Therefore, nilalaro nila yung range ng frequency na yan. Okay? Tapos, pag nakita nila na merong noise dito o interference, ibababa nila yan or itataas nila hanggang magkaroon ng frequency separation ito at wala nang ma-encounter na interference. Kaya, yung definition natin na electrical noise is any undesirable. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya talaga intended doon sa system na yun. Okay? Yan yung mga gano'n natin. Then, dalawa yung general type ng noise first is yung correlated and then yung isa naman is uncorrelated. First, discuss muna natin itong correlated. Okay? Is a noise that is correlated to the signal and cannot be present in a circuit unless there is an input signal. Meaning, pag walang signal, okay? Pag walang signal, walang noise. Okay? Kung walang input signal, walang noise. Therefore, kung naka-off yung system, walang noise. Okay? Walang noise. No noise. Okay? Pero pag may input na siya, dun pala magkakaroon ng noise. Produced by nonlinear amplification. Also produced when signal pass through a nonlinear device such as divide. Kaya, possible siya basta mayroong mga diode or mga amplifier. Which is lahat naman ng electronic system natin ay mayroong diode. Kaya therefore, mayroong correlated noise. Okay. Then, dalawa yung type ng correlated noise. First is yung harmonic distortion. Is when unwanted harmonics of a signal are produced through nonlinear amplification. Take note yung term natin na unwanted harmonics. Ito yung keyword pag sinabi na harmonic distortion. Keyword natin yan, harmonic distortion. Through nonlinear amplification. Nga kapag gumamit ng mga diode or amplifier, possible na ma-produce yung harmonic distortion. Yan. Ito yung example, yung fundamental, yung main frequency, then magkakaroon ng harmonic, yan, sample harmonic, then nagkakaroon ngayon na minsan na distortion. For some computation, ito yung problem related to harmonic distortion. Okay, determine the second, third, and 12 harmonic for a 1 kHz repetitive noise. Okay? Wala yung papel ko. Okay? Per second and 12. And we say harmonics. Okay? sinabing harmonics, actually, ang hint lang dyan, yung fundamental frequency o first frequency, multiply lang natin kung pang ilan siya. Pang ilang harmonic yung hinahanap, yung nth harmonic. Kaya kung example, ang repetitive wave natin o yung fundamental natin is 1 kHz. Ang hinahanap natin is yung natin na second harmonic, therefore 1 kHz times 2. Therefore 2 kHz. Ito yung second harmonic. Yung third harmonic is equal to 1 kHz times 3. 3 kHz. Yan yung third harmonic. And then yung isa pang hinahanap ay yung 12. Therefore, yung 12 harmonic is 1 kHz times 12. Therefore, 12 kHz yung 12 harmonic. Again, kung ano yung multiply lang natin, kung ano yung fundamental frequency doon sa kung pang-ilang harmonic and then hindi harmonic. Pero ang keyword natin is unwanted harmonic. Pwedeng yung pang third ay unwanted. Therefore, kung unwanted yan, itong third harmonic ay consider na noise. Yun yun. Kaya, unwanted na harmonic. Then, for letter B, second order, third order, and total harmonic distortion for fundamental frequency, it applies amplitude of 8. Ang ano lang yan, yung first harmonic ito, ang amplitude niya ay 8 volts RMS, root mean squared. Then, yung second harmonic daw is 0.2 BRMS and third harmonic is 0.1 BRMS. Ang tinatanong is second, third. Kung wala naman, kung hinahanap yung iba, halimbawa, 12. Kung wala naman binigay siya na amplitude, hindi rin natin siya makuha na value. Pero yung 12, yung isa ay total harmonic distortion. Solve natin. Ang hinahanap is yung distortion. Actually, ang formula natin dyan, yung amplitude nung kung pang ilan siya, kung ilang harmonic yung kailangan, tapos yung amplitude nung first times 100%. Kaya kung ilan yon kanina? 0.2. 0.2 sa second. Then, divide natin sa 8 VRMS. Dapat parehas sila ng unit, Kung root mean square. Kung peak. Times 100%. Therefore, ito ay calcu. 0.2 divided by 8 times 100. Chaneng. 2.5%. Then, yung third harmonic is 0.1 over 8. Again, same unit. Times 100%. Therefore, sagot natin dyan is 1.25%. Then, yung isa pang hinahanap is total harmonic distortion. Total harmonic distortion. Ang formula lang natin dyan, percent total harmonic distortion is square root of yung amplitude ng second, squared plus amplitude ng third, and so on, divided by yung amplitude ng fundamental times 100%. Kaya 0.2 squared plus 0.1 squared over all square root times 8. Then, compute. Then, divided by 8 times 100%. Sagot natin is 2.795%. Compute nga ulit natin. 0.2 squared plus 2.23. Okay. Then divided by 8 times 100%. 2.75. Therefore, ito yung total harmonic distortion. Okay? Tayo.